Brightest blessings, everyone. I'm actually doing a video for someone by the name of Fat Chicks 97. She asked me what I thought about the Triquetra. Now, it can be pronounced many ways. I pronounce it Triquetra. For those of you who want to look it up, it's spelled, and I do have to look at this, Triquetra. What I felt about it, if I liked it, some of where it came from, because she likes them. So I don't know a great deal about it as far as, oh, it came from this, oh, it came from that. I do know that they are also called Trinity knots and also Celtic triangles. I think that they're a beautiful thing as well. In fact, I use them quite a bit. I used to use them quite a bit, and then I stopped, and then I started again. I think they're absolutely beautiful. They inspire a lot for a lot of different types of people. They're known all around for many different things. Even in Christianity, they're used for the Trinity, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. In paganism, they can be used for a number of different things. Maiden Mother Crone. They can also be used for life, death, and rebirth. They can be used in pretty much any belief system, in any background, anything. It can be used to represent anything that is a trinity, three in one, and it usually is. I like to personally use it for Maiden Mother Crone and life, death, and rebirth, but that's just me. I actually used to use them quite a bit, and then I stopped using them because of a show that came on called Charmed. For those of you who don't really know what it looks like, if you look at the television show Charmed, it is the one thing that they used. It represented the power of three, and it was on there. It was on everything that represented them. It was on their Book of Shadows. It was on the blanket that the baby blanket for one of their sons. It was on a lot of things. And so I stopped using it simply because I didn't want people to think, oh my God, they're going to think I'm a fluffy bunny going, I'm just into this because I like Charmed. No, that's not why I got into it. I was into it well beforehand. And then I thought, you know what? I really like this symbol. And, I'm not going to let people dictate what I do or what I use based on something that they may think is stupid. So you know what? If they think that I'm a fluff bunny and they think that's what I got into Wicca and witchcraft for, then so be it. Another thing that one of the characters had said that it might have represented in Charmed, I believe her name was Prue, one of the older sisters before she got killed. I'm actually reading this, and I thought it was very interesting. Instead of the power at three, it represented them working, the three of them working together as one. And you know what? Honestly, I think that was a really good representation of that. I kind of like that definition in Charmed a little better than just the representation of the power of three. So I think it's beautiful. I think it works for me, and I use it to this day. And I'm just sorry that Charmed had to steal it, but oh well, I still use it. Now, Fat Chicks 97 also asked me on an unrelated question what I thought about women that have tattoos. I don't think much of women that have tattoos. Not that I don't think much of them, I just don't think of them much. I don't think it's a big deal if women have tattoos or not. I personally don't have tattoos, but the only reason why I don't have tattoos is because I am scared shitless of needles. It's the only fear that I've ever had that I've not gotten over yet. So I've had many fears. I've gotten over all of them except for my fear of needles, which really sucks because I have a blood type. I'm actually a universal donor as far as blood type goes. So I really feel like an ass every time a blood drive comes around. And if I could get over that fear of needles, I would actually do two things. Number one, I would become a blood donor on a regular basis. And two, I would probably get the one and only tattoo that I've ever wanted. That's all I really wanted was one tattoo. It was not for everybody to say, look at me, look how cool it is, and all that stuff. I'm sure some people might. It's just for me personally, and it probably would be covered most of the time unless I was wearing something strapless, because I'd want it either on my right bicep or I would want it on my right shoulder blade. So, what do I think about women with tattoos? I think some women look really good in tattoos. I think that much like tattoos for anything, there is such a thing as too many tattoos. I don't, have a type where I'm going to go, oh my God, she has tattoos. It's amazing. I got to have her. I'm not going to be more attracted to someone because they have tattoos or because they don't have tattoos. I think tattoos look nice. They're a body decoration. I don't really have a problem with why people get tattoos, although I personally would get tattoos for just personal reasons for me, not because it looks cool. I think it's funny when people get tattoos like in with a Chinese writing and stuff like that because you really don't know what it is. It may be luck, it may be bravery, it may be this, it may be that, and then it turns out that it's like I'm an asshole. Kick me, whatever. I would never get a tattoo in a foreign language unless I was absolutely sure of what it meant. But I think you're a fool if you do. But that's my view on tattoos. I don't really have a big view. I think some women look really nice in them. Some women are, eh. And, as long as you don't overdo it, have at it, Hoss.